Alright, apologies about the slight delay, just having to chop and change servers, but we have been able to find a happy hunting ground for both of these teams as we get into this all-important matchup. ECL Challenger League is where we find ourselves, baby. Season 47, the winner of the series will qualify for Pro League. Alan, Movistar start on the CT side. They had the choice. Sinners T side. Let's get into this game.
Rock and roll. Okay, upper bracket final. Loser gets a second chance, but as we keep saying, lower bracket is a murder's row. You do not want to end up in there. What have we got then? A round from Sinners. Movistar started with a B lean. Yet to adjust. Adams, top bulk. Davy G in pit. He's come under fire. Adams doesn't last long. And now Davy G is in a world of trouble. Shows his positioning. We're totally surrounded. This looks great for Sinners.
Oh man, that's such a tough retake to try and make happen. Sure, Stododo will trade out Oscar, but they don't have a kit in tow. And I mean, sure, a flash between them. Mopaz has nothing. No upgraded pistol, no util, no armor. And he has got a P2000 coming through from apartments. Mikey's already considering this. Should be an impenetrable defense now on the A bomb site from the T side. Going to require something magical, something unthinkable here for Movistar Koi, and it just doesn't look like it's going to happen, and they'll settle for the save.
I enjoyed that. Okay. Right, so let's see what Movistar forward. There's had a lot of teams saving second round. Inferno historically is a map where you'd always fall second. And there you go.
Yeah, I do like the decision because it means once that first gun run comes through, if they lose the score spot, it means they'll have full util, right? And we've spoken in the past about how important it is to have full utility in that first gun round, especially on a map like Inferno.
So for years, the way of playing the second rounds on Inferno was to buy 5 smokes to CT. You're advancing the choke points, but I bought so many here. Not going to matter though. Davy G finds kills like those. Man advantage now. Bomb still not recovered by Sinners. And they're postured at the moment for B, which, as we can see on the mini-map, would be ill-advised.
Yeah, I wonder if the CTs are going to play for any information here. For the time being, they've committed to that gamble stack. It's just Stododo over towards that A bomb site with the scout bobbing and weaving back and forth between mid and boiler room. And that's exactly where Sinners are headed. I mean, Stododo needs at least a kill. This is the right move from Movistar Koi. They've made a move in towards Banana. They've got information. They've realized that there's no further presence there from the T side, so now they can get the flank going as well. Stododo's ahead of the smoke grenade, so there's certainly a chance here for the CT side. Just that looked a little bit lazy, but he's got info. Oh, it's a switcheroo for Sinners. They're going to try and make their way through CT and towards that B bomb site.
16 seconds. Gotta go. The side bomb just about makes it. Mikey does not, though. Marisco gets the bomb down. But it's not going to be the round. 4 alive for Movistar. Economy reset. Rifles scooped. And of course, with the new plant bonus, when you lose the round, not quite as much cash in the coffers of Sinners either. That is perfect for the Iberian team.
Yeah, I love the way that Adam S plays that, tucked into the corner. He even allows his teammate to try to take the bait towards top Banana while he's in the cubby. And then he doesn't actually immediately try and push the planter here. Notice how he still has good attention to detail to clear out B-Stick before he commits to the player who's planted the bomb. Had he just pushed to try to deny the plant there, he would have died to B-Stick, and then you have a winnable post-plant from Sinners. So just good attention to detail there from Adam S, I reckon.
get so few nades when you force in these rounds like Sinners. I mean, they don't have a choice. They have no loss bonus. Lose Beastic already. There goes Marisco. They've got one smoke remaining. That's on Mikey. This doesn't feel good. This is for a Sinners fan.
Yeah, it's brutal. How do they even recover the round here, man? Mac 10's Desert Eagle, one smoke grenade. It is not something that gets the juices flowing, that's for sure. Movistar Koi have a very good opportunity to go up 2-1 here and then play against an eco afterwards.
It's a nice kill from Shock, but...
Nice doesn't win you the round, Alan.
Yeah. Well, you tried, Oscar. Didn't quite have the weaponry for it. And this one will be a very light eco, won't it? Barely anything's coming out here from Sinners.
Yeah. I mean, they only get, what, $2,400? Once, I was going to say if they lose this next round, but I should say when they lose this next round, so there still won't be an AWP for Oscar. Something else that is interesting to consider and compare side by side with either of these teams is the amount of Counter-Strike that they've played recently. If we just use a 3-month time span, Sinners have played 115 maps in that time period, while Movistar Koi have played just 44, so almost a third. Certainly better individuals, far more experienced individuals on Movistar Koi, but Sinners have got a lot of reps as of late.
They burst now. David G's in trouble. Okay. Headshots found. Wow. What a bad time for Movistar to play into mid, but it looks like they survived it. These two are very low, though. Adams here can't peek. With that HP. Looks like the rotates are over. Still 3 alive. Still, I guess, decent damage for Sinners, but that looked really scary. Credit to Davey G for finding some fast frags, because he could have been overwhelmed.
Yeah. As you say, the setup there nearly costs them. Playing against the eco as well, you had to be privy to that bulk burst. They don't get punished by it. I mean, a couple of kills. You'd take 2 frags, Sinners. They would have loved to bomb plants as well for a bit of extra money. But here we go. First gun round is upon us. AKs across the board, neutral to work with as well. This is Sinners' map pick. We were questioning why they didn't go with Mirage in the veto. They picked Inferno. Hopefully they're going to show us why.
And if util exchange so far. 3B start for Movistar. I guess Davy G has heaved over some util for the defenders to use. So, just jostling for control at the moment. As Sinners settles into their default. Shot could be in for some trouble here. Oh, drop peaks for Stodo's ready. Man advantage for Movistar Koi. And Sinners need to adjust.
Problem is, look at the utility. There's no further flashes here for Sinners, so they're going to have to take these head-on-head gunfights. Even if they try burst out of apartments, they don't have that flash from over the top of middle to really enable them. And Stododo's repositioned with the AWP. Oh man, has he caught a glimpse of that player in apartments? I feel like he should have been able to spot him. Could be in some trouble with the AWP, trying to deal with the numbers that are going to be coming through from apartments. He will find that first pick, trains his scope in once again, and oh, never mind. Why did I doubt him for even a moment? Oscar's left alone, 1 versus 5. 22 seconds left on the clock here. This one is as good as done.
This is the flat start, and then some. Oscar eager just to save this AK armor, smoke as well, just to be able to apply some pressure. Come the following. Crowded in at the moment. Near. Oscar's gone. 5 alive. Money blossoming for the defense. And, yes, Stododo would be real nervous there. I mean, AWP in pit, and he repositions it. It looked like a very inopportune time. But he held firm, and of course, those lack of flashes meant we're just sort of contacting out for control, aren't we? And that is exactly what the AWP wants.
Oscar not even able to save his AK, so that deprives them of any significant firepower coming into this next round. Of course, they do have max round loss bonus behind them, Blue Sinners, so they have got upgraded pistols, some Kevlar, and a little bit of util sprinkled in there. And Morisco's been able to get ahead of the smoke here as they capture and there goes too deep. He's going to burst forward, but Mopaz ready for it. There is their flash, but there's no swing off the flash. They haven't even used the flash at all. So now they're going to push through the smoke dry. They've completely missed the timing there, man.
They need some pauses, don't they? Because they're losing opening kills. It's always Movistar who's dictating the pace. It looks like we're on for another close to flawless or fully flawless round as well. The Iberian team. Mopaz, yes, it will be 5 alive. This is getting out of control. Movistar are going to have so many buy rounds before this half is done, whatever happens. This is Sinner's map pick.
Yeah.
And they could have picked Mirage.
I know. We're not going to let go of that, that's for sure. Mate, Sinners have only gotten, catch this, 2 kill. Oh, okay, I lied. They didn't get all 5 frags in the pistol, right? They got 3 of the 5, and then 2 players had saved for Movistar Koi. But that still doesn't paint a great picture. It means that Sinners have gotten 4 kills in the past 5 rounds.
That's not ideal. That is not ideal. That does not bode well. They certainly need to change that. Morisco. Am I missing something? What was the plan?
I don't know.
Was there flashes behind him that I didn't see? Because that looked like he went for a solo play and it didn't work.
Dodo's in such an awkward position. He has to fall back. Will he be allowed to? Oh, Shock doesn't chase him down. See, just maybe lacking a bit of confidence there. You know, should have realized that the player in apartments was alone. Still going to track him down, though. And Oscar's holding a great angle. Okay, this is looking a hell of a lot better.
They don't have bomb.
WG finds the frag back. Oh, the bomb is the bottom T ramp right now. So even though they've got some good positional control, what can they do with it? Not much. Although Shock, big flank coming through from him, tapping away. No, he will still find a kill, and he does take Just down. A 1 versus 1. Mopaz hasn't found that bomb either, but Shock has to run back into Mopaz.
Mopaz is so sure it's apartments. Sees who first. Such a chess game at the moment. Nobody spotted.
Oh my god, that timing.
He still thinks Shock is towards brackets. Bomb now gets scooped. Oh, this is the wrong way. This is the wrong way. Shock and Mopaz looks away, but with this little time, Shock has to stick it. There was no alternative, and it's an open plant to apartments. This should be Mopaz's. Yes, it is. So, a little bit dicey, but Mopaz stays calm. 9-0 for him.
And doesn't pick up the AWP because he's got so much money, so we'd rather just carry the AK through. It's really brutal for Sinners. Had Shock or one of the players who pushed up mid just collected the bomb, he's got a much better shot at that 1 versus 1, right? Because he can plant the bomb right here or pick it up from mid and then plant the bomb afterwards and give himself a good chance in that clutch. But yeah, so much to consider when he has to go back for that C4, and there is a pause coming through from Sinners. They just haven't had a great start to any of these past 6 rounds.
In some ways, this already feels too late, but at least pump the brakes. This is getting out of control.
Yeah, something I did mention is the disparity in the experience between these two teams. You know from Movistar Koi that they would certainly be feeling calmer coming into a big game like this, compared to Sinners, who have got 2 newer players, not just to them, but 2 players who wouldn't be used to competing for a spot at Pro League. I'll tell you right now, neither Joe nor Mikey have been in a position where if they win a series, they qualify for Pro League. So this might actually be like the biggest game of their careers so far.
It almost certainly is. It almost certainly is. It's probably the biggest game even the other 3 have played for a while, I'd have thought.
Yes, for sure.
So, I mean, obviously they have the experience to fall back on, especially Oscar, but yeah, as a unit, they're not necessarily certainly going to be a squeaky clean. And his poise is Movistar. Okay, yet again another half by pistol armor, smattering of util. They've got a flashbang, so they could go through this mid smoke. This is their own smoke.
Jeez, Flash.
Dodo's on the corner. Here comes the flash. The Dodo does not get whited. Davy G can pounce. Beastie did well to find that killer. Maybe then clear out Davy G. Yes, they do. Adams is gone as well. This has suddenly become an excellent chance, and they need to win it.
I don't even know if Movistar Koi are going to attempt the retake here, 2 versus 3. Sure, they've got plenty of money, but it's going to be a difficult avenue to try and get back into this bomb site. Oscar, first time he's had the sniper in his hands as well, posted up on the angle. Looks like Koi have kind of accepted their fate here and realized unless we get a kill here towards Archers, don't really have a catalyst here to kickstart the retake, and they will step into Oscar's scope. It's an easy kill for him. Just might want to try get the trade, but this round's as good as done. As soon as they won the pistol, lost 6 since then. It's going to be off the back of an eco kind of half-buy investment here where they will get another round on the board. It was desperately required, and that was off the back of the pause as well.
Yeah. Movistar might kicking themselves a little bit because they were in a good setup. I mean, a long bait setup. And Dodo hits the first shot. They'll be disappointed not to go more than 2 for 2. And Adams also, I'm not sure exactly what happened, but he didn't find anything before going down. So, bit of a stumble for Movistar Koi, but obviously it's been such a phenomenal half so far that a little bit much to go in on them for that round. It can be redeemed. And they certainly have the cash to heave out plenty more buys, so the scope to keep up with run.
Oh, WG inspecting his knife. That smoke gets blown open. Thankfully for him, the nade will find the trade to bring it back into an even numbers game, but that certainly was awkward. Morisco's had a tough time of it in towards Banana here so far, and Mopaz is going to try and play aggressive. Incendiary forces Morisco to use a smoke nade to remain in place. Of course, Mopaz now knows as a player in towards logs, they're going to essentially trade positions, crossing back past each other, and that bait's now been taken by Just as well. I don't think they're considering the fact that Mopaz is in the smoke towards logs right now. They might even walk past him. Both of these players have their back turned right now. They're on top of each other. Oscar, oh, he will catch a glimpse. He misses the no-scope, but they still find the kill on Mopaz, which maintains the numerical advantage here for the T side.
This is wild. Senators need to pump the brakes, and yes, they do. Take a moment to breathe. You have a man advantage. You know Banana now is clear the hard way. At that. And what is the cool cut noise? Walk towards A. It's just Adams on his own. Just is way off. You can even see he's covering off the CT wrap because it's have no map control. Plenty of noise cues here as they execute him, but it's not going to matter. Adams is so alone. Tucked into back sight. Shows himself now. But a lot more work to do. Juggling nades and he gets caught. That's going to be a bomb plant and a 2-on-1 and Just. I wonder if he'll even go for this.
Probably one of those situations where you feel it out and you see if you can find a kill. If there's nothing on offer, then you probably just head back and save the gun. Still edging his way forward, but Oscar's posted on the angle with the AWP here, so as soon as Just steps into the... Oh, he's not... Okay, my goodness. Oscar's a bit nervy right now. He doesn't know exactly where to position his scope. And he will come good with the kill. So that's a couple rounds now being strung together for Sinners. That's certainly going to settle the nerves as well, Alan, I reckon. You know, just being able to draw back into the game here. You know, get some good kills. It's not like that was an easy round by any stretch either. So I think that Sinners, the nerves might be feeling a little bit better off the back of these 2 rounds.
Foothold in the game. That's what they needed. Still, though. Bit of work to do on a map as even as Inferno. Love to get more out of this T side. What are they going for on Banana? This is quite aggressive. Molly forces Mopaz forward, and he can't find a good duel. Just come over to help, and that is illegal.
Mate, he
just
knows
Mopaz
we
things,
don't.
honestly.
He looked so confident as well going for that jump shot. Like, he just knew he was going to get that kill right. Nice elevated angle here from Mikey jumping up on top of the fire hydrant there. Not something that's too popular, but does just kind of change the dynamic of that gunfight. Mopaz is going to continue to aggress here. Oh, Morisco's in the smoke. Mopaz continues to push forward, and it's a bait here being taken by Oscar, and that will work out perfectly. Morisco has to get this kill. Oh, it's a disaster of the highest order. Morisco had that kill dead to right. Oscar basically spoon-fed it to him.
That would have been a way into the round.
Absolutely.
Because Mopaz was alone. They actually misread it. They thought it was an A round. Did Movistar Koi, but now defense bolstered, the smoke down. It's just so annoying, and obviously there's no HE grenade to burst this. Adams is pushing A, getting information. Stadodo's coming over. Where's their money at? I think to save the guns, right? I mean, Oscar and Shock can drop rifles. This feels like a waste. This round is over. There's no way onto this bomb site whatsoever. And I fear that with these guns going down, it might rule them out of a buy. Okay, it looks like they still have enough loss bonus for that, but that one didn't work.
Morisco is having a very tough time of it here, man. 0 and 9, and the aim just looked so rough in that gunfight towards the top of Banana. Mopaz toying with them here, the jump up to get that kill on B-Stick. He's 13 and 2 right now as Mopaz, one of the players we spoke at length about in the pre-game. Certainly the star player here for Movistar Koi alongside Adam S. And pitched up in a big way so far here in this all-important game. Remember, if you're just joining us, the winner of this match qualifies for ESL Pro League, and we know what a massive feat that is for teams, especially teams at this level.
It's a precarious place. And obviously, come the end of this year, if you have a good ranking, especially from playing an event like Pro League and maybe making, you know, top 12, top 8, could come in very handy. Both former participants as well. Shock seems to have a sixth sense. Something is up, but not quite communicated over. Morisco hits the deck. Adams makes it 2. Stadodo locks down from pit as well. And this round, well, I'd call this cooked.
Yeah, cooked the nade there as well perfectly. Mate, I love how Adam S plays in apartments there. There's some good confidence on display, the way he phases through that smoke initially, wraps around apartments, gets the kill on Morisco, and in the way he repositions himself afterwards. Just a bit of a masterclass display here. Shock is the one who wants to get the trade. Adam S eats him up as well, and then Oscar never privy to that threat. Maybe a bit of a lack of communication there, lack of awareness. And it is now the last round of the half already. Sinners have won a pistol round, an eco round, and a gun round. And that's about it. That's as far as the tally goes.
Sinners have no nades. Finally on the board, gets traded, does Morisco. Goes down with a bang, I guess. But yeah, 3 smokes, 1 flashbang scooped. I think that was also off the CT's body as well. They need to make very good use of this util to get onto a bomb site.
Good chance here to make something happen. Mopaz was spotted. Oscar caught a glimpse just as he phased across in towards the plywood, and Dovey G will be able to depart the scene, backpedaling in towards the B bomb site. He's the sole defender, so he has to stay alive here. No utility for Dovey G either. In the meantime, oh my goodness, I can't believe it's Stadodo. Will actually catch a glimpse, and surprisingly goes for a pretty quick shot there.
So fast.
I know, that's what I'm thinking as well, mate. Just guarantee yourself the kill, please.
He's had a bit too much coffee, I think. It does work, though. Okay, what have we got? Davy G's given ground. He was obviously alone. And with that smoke being bursted, another leg shot onto Oscar. He's just being pumped. And on the flash, Stadodo finds 1. Davy G collects. And there you have it. It will be 9 rounds for Movistar Koi. They started off the half brilliantly. Bit of a stumble in the middle, but ending strong. 4 round wins away from winning their opponent's map pick and being 1 step closer to Pro League. Yeah, I did. I hope I'm also going to stream there to say yes. Bit of a breather then for Sinners. A look in the mirror, some water on the face, and boy do they need it. We questioned the map pick. Should it have been Mirage? They can't think about that now. This is a rescue mission, a recovery mission. Shock at least started off well. Mopos though in return. Oh no. Oh no, is that the first nail in the coffin? Mopos hits a blinder. He's got a 4 KD at the moment. You can't fell this man.
Yeah, Morisco's tough times continue. He's gonna need more than some paracetamol to cure that headache, man. Oh, okay. It doesn't look like the splash of water on the face or the look in the mirrors resulted in much. Mopos hasn't just stopped at that B-bomb site either. He's just continued to hunt. He's extended that 4 kill death ratio. Oh, must be what, 4.5 now, if math serves me correctly. 10-3. Those numbers are easy enough to read. Complete and utter decimation coming through from the Spaniards and the Portuguese. And this is Sinners' map pick.
Mopos has more kills than Morisco, Beastic, Oscar, and Shotgun.
That is not a good look, mate. That is not a good look. Look at this kill here. The second frag from Mopos is just disgusting. Poor Morisco, man. He really can't catch a break.
Such a statement as well. And Mopos is such a confident player. He gets the first with you. He wants some more. Oh, okay, this one's getting a little bit interesting. 2 pistol kills. A TK in the mix. The bomb has been scooped. So... where did that come from? They'll have to wait out the smoke, and they should. They've got plenty of time. The main thing for Mobisource is not to panic, really, isn't it?
Yeah, no need to force the issue here, lads. Just take the time. Plenty of it in the round. Beastic's got no armor. It's going to require massive effort from the IGL if he's going to find a way to win this round for his team, man. Surely unfathomable. He's got a molly here to try work with as well. He's going to wrap back round through T-spawn. I mean, you take the damage that's been inflicted for Sinners, but with the position that they're in, they're going to be thinking about winning the round from here.
Yeah, I was thinking that. Painful to say, but this could be the best route back into this game. It's a good try from Beastie. He actually almost gets a headshot angle there.
Yeah.
He actually falls to a headshot as well. So, I mean, it's a decent try. Economic damage is good, but the problem is, man, there's just so many rounds here to play with for Movistar Koi. They can lose 5 in a row and rack up loss bonus, and then just play bye after bye. Sinners need a miracle.
I mean, I just don't see a world in which it's going to happen here on Inferno, considering how good Movistar Koi have looked on the map. It's, yeah, like you say, a miracle might not even be enough at this point. Nathan towards Banana Beastic looking to try and ascertain the control with his M4A4. Has been able to get himself on the opposite side of the half wall and must have been spotted out. Now will fall back. Good decision making there. Keep his life intact. Both teams just jostling for control of Banana. Utility being traded back and forth. And Sinners, they don't really have the same sort of depth in util as the T side, so they can't continue to commit to that fight.
This could be perfect if they route in towards A. Sinners are playing 3v, very committed. These two A players are in towards mid. Oh, especially if this is an apps drop. This could cause big problems. Shock's trying to reposition. Let's get into a mildly better spot. Here we go. Here comes the number. Shock finds the first. Traded, though. Mikey is in trouble. Does he get cleared? Yes, he does. This is perfect for Movistar Koi. Just get the bomb down, lads. Get the bomb down. This looks great.
Gotta save. Oh, but they won't even let them. Stododo forces the issue on Morisco. Beastic does 98 damage to Stododo, but he will be able to limp away and get himself out of dodge. He's actually pushed down the stairs. Right. I know. What a menace, man. Beastic is desperately trying to hunt him down, and eventually he'll get the kill. But it's enough to force him back and save the gun. Oh, what a disaster here for Sinners on their map pick.
She's been so flat. I struggle to think of... They had the one round on the Tech 9s. That felt positive, but on gun rounds, of course, I hate to, bring him up again, but Morisco on Banana was just an ATM
awful
for opening kills, wasn't he? Just hit the button every time.
I'd love to know how many times Mopos actually killed Morisco, by the way.
I mean, Morisco almost certainly died to one of the B players every round.
Yeah.
For those first, whatever, 10 in a row or something. Yeah. I mean, I would say, not that it helps. I think they would have lost Mirage anyway if they're playing like this. But it just feels like different weight divisions. I mean, Movistar, they were great yesterday. They're clearly poised for this Pro League spot. They're taking these games so seriously, and they should. These games really matter, and they've been so disciplined as well. I mean, Mopos has had his moments, but that's Mopos. Outside of that, passive against the pistols. You can see here, we're pumping the brakes, not getting over-eager. They're here to win this series in the cleanest way possible.
Morisco will get one back on Mopos. That'll feel good for him. He's going to hang around here as well. Upgrades to the AK. Probably had to fall back after he got that kill on Mopos, though. Maybe the molly doesn't allow for it. I think there was maybe an opportunity just before the molly landed. Beastic is now cooped up in a corner all by himself. That molly is going to be burning him out of position. He's taken 60 damage, and the ticks would have been heard as well. The double swing going to come through. Good work there. Stododo finds the trade. Numerical advantage will persist. You've got Justin Apartments in the meantime as well, by the way. Shock is going to get the info, but he gets more than info. He catches some lead, but actually on the second swing, will find the kill. So, of course, Movistar Koi have got all the info. They know there's one player on either bomb site now. And they're going to try and get themselves in towards A from here. They're going to phase through the smoke. They are. Shock is so ready for this, man.
Ooh, this is on, isn't it? It's just 16 HP for Stododo. What is he feeling? It's not a good moto smoke. And he's playing a risky brand of Counter-Strike at the moment. Tucks into the corner.
I love this.
Oscar's been around a while. It doesn't work, but I still respect it. I mean, he had low HP. The other option was playing a headshot angle. And they've got so many chances, so... You know what? I'll let him off.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting him to keep pushing through the smoke. I thought once he got in the cubby, he would have just remained rooted in position, but... Yeah, maybe a little bit too proactive. Either way. Sinner's finally able to win another round back here, man. You know, we were talking about how Oscar's the one player we're really looking to here for the Sinners team coming into this game. He was the player we highlighted. We said he's the one with the big match temperament, the one who would be feeling the pressure the least on Sinners. But he is also known for getting, you know, probably tilted in situations when things aren't going the team's way. And so I could imagine that there might be quite a bit of frustration in, you know, Oscar's mind and the Sinners camp in general based on what's happened so far here on the map.
It only could be. I mean, let's not beat around the bush. The likelihood of them losing this map is enormous, so they're going to have some tough conversations between this one and I guarantee you one of them, if it's even if it's offhanded or passive-aggressive, somebody will mention Mirage. I've been in enough teams to know there's always someone.
And you
There's
can't
always
do that
somebody.
until the post-game conversation, right? You can bring it to the table then and try and have a discussion about the veto, but you've got to wait till the end.
Yeah, you need to just play with the cards in front of you.
Exactly. And trust your IGL and the coach.
Oscar's...
That's another TK. That's the third TK for
You've
Sinners
got
this
to
map,
be
by the
kidding
way.
me.
Third.
This would be a bad way to go
TK
out.
this map.
This would be a bad way to go out. I mean, Mikey does a lot of damage, but this looks done. It looks done. And Morisco...
Go on, lad. Come on.
He's not had a good map. He'll need to over double his kill count to save this one. Movistar have just been flawless from start to finish. They've been brilliant. Their T side.
Yeah.
It's been a bit of a whitewash. Obviously, the CD side is where they got the huge advantages. Mopos has been a monster. Adams has played well. There's been no weak links. They made basically no mistakes. And in a couple of seconds, they're going to be one map away from Pro League. That was perfect.
That was perfect. I couldn't agree with you more, man. I mean, maybe the one sort of sketchy round that Movistar Koi lost was the anti-eco in that first half, but you just look at the rounds that Sinners were able to win. One was a pistol, one was a half-buy, and then a couple gun runs in the mix as well. But it was just a masterclass from Movistar Koi on Inferno, and if this is what Sinners' map pick looked like, then I'm very concerned for the follow-up map of Nuke.
Yeah.
Bait a week ago, and they beat Bait 13-10 on Nuke, and Bait are a good Nuke team, so maybe that could instill some confidence. I mean, they did lose Nuke about 9 times in a row preceding that win, so there has been some problems on the map in the past. Either way, we're going to find out exactly what that Cedar Creek power plant has in store for us. Some people would say Sinners get to start on the CT side and that would be an advantage for them, but I'm not sure, man. I think Movistar Koi are going to be very happy to start on the T side here and get to dictate the pace of the game and play their game coming into this first half.
I need to see it before I believe it, that this is going to be a series. Because that first map wasn't a contest. That was a whitewash. Okay. Right, settle in, boys and girls. Movistar one map from Pro League. And they look like a hungry team in map 1. Crossing now to Secret Bomb, it's down. Needless to say, Sinners know they've crossed. Now they just need to hold on.
Haven't really responded though. No one's rotated down. It's only Oscar who's here. He's going to get a kill. A couple players now start to make their way down ramp, and B-Stick will find a kill. So they've actually been able to drop the bomb on the site. Mopos, that late lurk, will find the frag on Morisco. As much as things change, sometimes they just stay the same, man. WG is also taking the contact. B-Stick has multiple fights to contend with and actually continues to frag. Down to the 1v1. It's IGL on IGL.
Takes the fight. Takes the fight. There's Davy G and his B-Stick to win it. Said IGL doing his work. Morisco again. He was unsighted as those players came in from ramp. Couldn't connect. B-Stick, though, wins his team a very important pistol round. They need a foothold, frankly, into this series, let alone the map. And this is an opportunity. Just pistol armor up against them. And Sinners can't afford a second round reset. That would be a disaster.
Oh, yeah, of the highest order. It's going to be pacing from a V-Star Koi straight in towards the safe bomb site. There you go. Utility is good. Mikey doesn't know where to look. Multiple angles to contend with, and he will get overwhelmed. The reset looms, looks likely. Shock and Oscar tasked with trying to make sure that does not happen. They're going to have to retake without a kit. Shock will at least be able to force his way forward and find a kill. Oscar's past Mopaz without realizing, offers up his back, and Shock now has it all to do, and unfortunately won't be able to get anything done. Mopaz has started off Nuke in some brilliant fashion.
That's a disaster. That's as bad as it gets, losing a second round. It's just carnage. They had 3 players A. It wasn't like it was completely undefended. I don't know if some of the util wasn't put down. Maybe they didn't have full nades. I'm not sure, but it doesn't change the result. Pause out. Maybe a keyboard's been smashed. I wouldn't blame them the way this series has gone.
You know, Beastic as the IGL of this team very often is the catalyst to get things going. You know, he can frag, he leads from the front. He's not just like an IGL who's calling. He's the guy who, he is a leader as much as he is an IGL. And, you know, he's somebody who will rally the troops, and he will be the guy to try and show everybody how it's done, you know, lead by example. He gets those 3 kills in the pistol round and was probably saying, you know, come on lads, we can do this. You know, that would have motivated him, and it would have spurred everybody else on as well. And then you lose to the force buy straight afterwards. That's just so demoralizing.
Got to keep their heads. And, I mean, yeah, we mentioned it during map 1, between the maps. We fear for some of these younger players that haven't been in this situation before, how they're going to cope. Another huge spanner's just been thrown in the mix by losing that round. Right, what do we got? Force buy and response from Sinners. No surprises there. They don't have any loss bonus. There's no real alternative. Pistol armor. Smattering of util, not much. Could well take some Movistar Koi mistakes to have a chance in this round.
Mopaz is, or rather just, okay, I thought it's with the Tech 9. He does have a Galil on his back. Sinners would love to be able to do to Movistar Koi what has just been done to them, and that's win a force buy. It's exactly how Inferno started as well. Sinners won that first pistol round, then lost to the force buy afterwards. WG tries to phase through the smoke, gets a little bit ahead of the game there, and Morisco will snap up that kill, and it's been enough to actually dissuade Koi from committing to the original plan here. A little bit of chip damage inflicted, so Koi are going to have to reassess the situation. Looks like they will find the space afforded to them at ramp, though.
Oh, Shock. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. They get the 1 kill on Davy on outer, and Shock says, I think I have a gap. And had Movistar Koi committed ramp, he probably would have got in behind lobby, but they've turned back. They rerouted in towards outer. They're going to leave Mopaz. As the lurker looks like he's on the roof of lobby at the moment. Nice Hugh made, but probably out of range. So they start to shift their way around. Nobody presenting. Bomb is close mini. Mr. Dodo.
This is a fake.
Yeah, it is. But the numbers are in her. Could be going the wrong way. Oscar collects with the first. Opos finds 1, but this feels on a knife edge. Okay, frags are rolling in now. Movistar Koi have stabilized. Again, showing the discipline. They netted them good results on map 1. B-Stick may have found a bit of an angle, but nobody was presenting.
I love the patience there from Movistar Koi, even in the 3 versus 1. Not just like, cool guys, we got the kills on the A-bomb site, let's just casually pull our knives out and try and get the plant. They're still just post up on angles, wait for the response to come through from Sinners, and Movistar Koi will deal with the force buy, and that means that they get to play against an eco. Great start to them here for the T side.
I mean, if they're going to survive with 3 players in a round where it looked really scary at the start, especially when Shock was pushing, you can't ask for more than that. They're allowed to make some mistakes, but they just auto-correct so well as they did on map 1. We've got another pause from Sinners. It's not showing as attack, so I assume a tech. We know we had some issues getting into these maps, so hopefully that isn't rearing its head. Because we were in the thick of the action. We don't want to stop. We'll keep going.
Yeah, keep the ball rolling. I think there's more than just tech issues for Sinners right now for them to try and navigate. This is get a quick update on some of the other series going on. It is Rush B against Aurora in that lower bracket. Surprisingly, Rush B won that first map. Second map has started. It is Nuke pick of Aurora as the second map, so certainly expect them to level up the series and then take it to a decider. Sangul leading 3D Max by a round on their second map as well. It would be a massive upset if Sangul beat 3D Max 2-0 in that lower bracket, and an even bigger upset if Rush B were able to beat Aurora. Sinners, they wouldn't mind those results, would they?
Sinners are the biggest Rush B fans in the world
now. Yeah.
I'm obviously the players in the server have to be focused on the here and now, but I guarantee you, Sinners management have already drawn up every permutation here of playoffs. Even 3D Max getting taken out is a big one. They had a great showing at Pro League, obviously, in the previous season. Some big names have already fallen. Saw's out, Monty's out. Again, as they always are in these playoffs, unexpected results. One thing that wasn't, that hasn't gone by the wayside yet is Movistar Koi's form. They look brilliant. And given it's just an eco here, do not expect that to change.
The last time Sinners were at ESL Pro League was in Season 14. So that is, what, 3 years ago. A long time. A long time indeed.
Is that 2021? Second one of 2021?
I can check that for you.
It did. Well, I'm pretty sure it was.
Makes sense, right? You get 2 per year.
Yeah, that was online as well. So yeah. This would be huge for Sinners. And as we keep mentioning, and it's only going to become a bigger talking point on every broadcast as we go deeper into this year, is you need ranking points. You need to be in events with big prize money. You need to play top teams. Even if you don't have a great placing, take a series off a top 10 team. Get some ranking points. It all comes well, and you've got to be in it to win it. Movistar Koi. If you're going to play like this in Pro League, they can definitely play Koi.
This is looking like a team who will do damage in Pro League. Nice double kill there from B-Stick to at least deny some extra cash. Sinners were thinking, cool, let's just bunker down and CT spawn with 4 of our 5 players to deny some kill reward here for a few of these T players. Doesn't really work out the way they would have hoped, but yeah, they'll take a few frags, dropping a couple of the SMG carriers. Not the end of the world for the T side, but now we get into this first gun round. Surely B-Stick doesn't keep that Mac 10, right? Looks like Oscar's called for it. I'm not a fan of that decision. I think this is a really important gun round for Sinners, and they can't afford to come into it with a handicap. Mikey's already playing with an MP9 to get some extra util, and Oscar will carry the Mac 10 through. I think that might be a problem.
At least buy a kit, Oscar. I'm gonna go in this direction. Oh, Lord, look. Bomb's already down. Bomb's already down. This could become a safe call very quickly. This Soul Ramp defender can't do anything. Shock is gone. Mopals has found another. This is done. It's going to be 4 for Movistar Koi. And Sinners need to also think about scooping up these rifles at the moment. They're saving 2 SMGs.
I know. It is brutal, man. And Mikey is in the thick of things. He does have a kit. He does have a kit. Is there a world in which he finds a ninja defuse here? I mean, Movistar Koi, they're definitely not going to expect Mikey here. It looks like he's considering it, man. He wants to go for the gamble. He's going to let Adam S try past. There we go. Now he opens up the double doors. He drops the smoke on the bomb. It's going to have to require a spray through the smoke. WG instead will nade to try clear it out, and that will be enough. I don't even know if there was enough time for the defuse, but at least he does cause some disarray.
Fast thinking to use the nade rather than a blind spray.
Agreed.
I mean, it's good economic damage, but Movistar Koi, they have money, they have rounds.
Yeah, it was a gun round.
I don't think they're concerned. And also, yeah, I mean, the saving the guns would have been of value for this CT side. It's just B-Stick in the end that escapes. Okay. Well, there is a half buyout. So maybe they can do some damage, but this is definitely on Movistar to leave a gap, leave an opening, and that has been a rare sight in this series. Mopods is also just formidable in this series at the moment. His kill death ratio must be off the charts.
Yeah, he had fantastic, man. But he's dead. Good position taken up by B-Stick. That saved AK, able to get in the thick of things. WG is low, and Adams has taken some chip damage as well. So, not impossible here for Sinners to try and, or for them to find a way to make this half-buy work. Movistar Koi have also been very good at recovering these sorts of situations, though.
Just like Mopars to go for a overzealous play up against a half-buy. Never change, brother. Never change. Squeaky's the quarter call. Oscar executes Dabby G. Some good trades, though, in response. The numbers get whittled down for the CT side. B-Stick with that AK just can't get engaged. He was towards ramp. They needed him in the thick of it, and he wasn't. Given this posturing, I guess this is already Operation Save.
Yeah, Koi have just been very good at, even when they end up in a position where they have a bit of a disadvantage, they never start to panic. There's always a plan. Great entry pathing into that A-bomb site. The util usage was good. I mean, the setup from Oscar and his teammates on top of Rafters nearly worked out, but just lacked the firepower.
I mean, you're right. This has been a series so far where the C plan is working for Movistar, so if A and B goes wrong, they can still win the round. Unfortunately, for Sinners, the rounds they're winning is when everything goes right. A good call, a good shot, you know, a good afterplant. And even in this round, I mean, very briefly, admittedly, it was a 5-on-3, but can't let many opportunities slip.
Do we get an interview at the end of this one?
I believe so.
Okay. Well, it would be very nice to get to chat to one of the Movistar Koi players. You know, I'd love to get their thoughts on the veto and whether or not they were surprised that Mirage wasn't picked. Either way, big gun round. Adam S just charges straight towards outside, draws first blood. That puts Mikey on notice, and Adam S has not let go of W. I don't think he had to continue to play as aggressively as he does there, but it's not going to cost him anything. No problem at all.
It looks desperate. And I'm not sure I can blame Sinners for trying to force the issue individually on a few of these guys, because at some point, as B-Stick as Oscar, you've got to start just questioning. You've got to be pragmatic and saying, if we're running our standard stuff, it's not working. Trying to force the issue doesn't work. So similar to the first map where they go down massively, then a timeout comes in, and it's like, guys, what do we even change?
Yeah.
This is nightmare fuel.
I fully stand by the point I made before the map started as well, that I think Movistar Koi almost might prefer to start on the T side. Obviously, you always want to start on the CT side of Nuke, but I think that this is one of those situations where you've just dominated your opponents on the map before, and you want to try and keep up that momentum and get to dictate the pace of the game and play with your opponents, right? So I really do think they're very happy to play off on the T side here in the first half.
I'm a firm believer that for either newer teams or teams with stand-ins or anything like the situation Sinners are in, CT side is harder to play. It's harder to play because if you're playing T side, at the end of the day you can just group up and do something together, trade out. If you're on the CT side, everybody has to play well. There can't be a weak link.
Yeah.
And that's the problem here for Sinners, is that as good as someone like Oscar can be individually, as good as any of them can be individually, there's just going to be goal-up gaps, there's going to be holes. And unfortunately, during this series so far, we've just seen way too many of those.
Yeah, I think another point on top of that is that when you're on the CT side of Nuke, your rotations are of utmost importance. And if you don't have those completely waxed, if you don't have your protocols of knowing if A happens, B is the response, if one player is just off the pace, then it can all fall apart. I know that the CT side of Nuke is so favorable, but it's all predicated off of the players being on the same page. WG will catch a glimpse of Oscar's head. Mikey's also in mini, and WG might spot that out as well as he continues to extend on the rafters. It's just about how far he goes. Oscar's now considering heaven. Just not going to expect the peak to come from his left side. Oh, unfortunate. Yeah, WG had that read, knew he was there a while ago. Taps him down, AWP removed. And now they will head back up and towards that A-bomb site.
They don't actually need to end on this side. This is a risk. Okay, Nade finishes the job onto Shock. The bomb out in the open. Adams is dead. Trade is there from Just. And Mikey, your team desperately needs this round. Okay. Well, it's one of the more unlikely ones, but they've made it happen. 2 on the board, finally, for Sinners.
Yeah, they were able to win a half round on Inferno as well, a half buy round. So that might spur them on. You could see that Oscar was just determined to force his way into the round at the start there, just pushing through Hudson towards lobby. Thought that Movistar Koi would still be able to remedy things. As you say, a bit of a risk to go towards that A-bomb side. I think they were just relying heavily on the player in Heaven's position.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit too much.
They just felt like once he got the kill, I guess, Oscar...
Mate, he's done it 2 rounds in a row now.
Fool me once. He is... trying too hard. He's trying too hard to save them in this game at the moment.
I mean, it might even be frustration, though, man.
Oh, I'm sure it
looks like a frustration play to me, at least. I don't think he's saying at the start of the round, guys, I'm going to do this. I'm just going to get aggressive and find an opening frag. I'm really feeling it. Looks like a bit of a tilt play. Although, they have been able to bring it back into a 3 versus 3. So, good recovery here from Sinners.
Beastic is clearing outer. Davy G's on location. Doesn't clear.
Right.
Doesn't check under the silo. That's a big kill. And these 2 Sinners players are ever so isolated. Shock. Alone on ramp. Mikey decides, I need to push. I need to make a move. I can't stay on this bomb site. I'll just get overwhelmed. What can he find? The bomb is already crossed the hut. Davy G's aware that Squeaky could be open, but I don't think they'll expect the aggression. He actually gets cleared. He actually gets cleared. Making a heck of a lot of noise.
Yeah.
Maybe he should have just bided his time.
Yeah, waited for Shock there to try and join up for the retake, man. I don't know what he's thinking, just running around like that. Either way,
Guess he thought it was a lurker? Because I know there were no noise cues from the hut guys.
Yeah, true. But, I mean, it's just a bit too much of an assumption in a situation like that. Shock has to make the 1 versus 2 happen. He's got a kit. He's got a little bit of util. Mopos is looking in this direction. It's such a tough angle to clear as well when you're coming through from heaven, and Mopos will just take his head off. So there we go. As was the case in the first map, exciting that Sinners can win a half buy, but then they just lose the gun round straight afterwards and end back on square one.
It's just been such a poised series from what we start calling.
Yes.
They haven't been flustered once. They've lost a couple rounds. Maybe they made some mistakes, but they're just so good at replying, so good at punching back. Oscar's tilted. He's just fought here all on a map where he struggled to have impact so far on that gun. These are not good signs. These are not good signs if you're a Sinners fan.
Yeah, it's looking like the end is nigh. And it's just like we say, Movistar Koi have been flawless. And they're playing like a team who's completely destined for Pro League. And as you say, a team who'll do damage at Pro League as well. If this is the level we're seeing from them now, it's only going to get better. I also like that Movistar Koi haven't just been playing as much Counter-Strike as possible in the past. Okay, wait, let me just hold that point, because we've got another 5 versus 2 for a very brief moment. Dodo finds a vital trade. Himself and Adam S are actually isolated, and Adam S will go down, so it's another half buy here for Sinners. This seems to be where they do their best work.
So Dodo throwed away the AWP. I think he has. Because Oscar's already got one. Yeah. These are the only rounds holding Sinners in this series at the moment. Their gun rounds not up to snuff. But somehow on the pistols, the freedom, the individual aggression, the willingness to take duels is winning them rounds. Throw it away. No, they throw it away! 4 for Dodo. This would be catastrophic.
Oh, okay. Hold on to your hat.
They actually should pause. They should actually pause because if they'd lost that, I would have been speechless.
Yeah, you and me both. I think you just tap out at that point if you're Sinners. Good effort from Stododo. A lot of extra damage inflicted. Was hoping he would have been afforded the open plant. I don't know if he thought maybe he was going to get tracked down the vent or what, but it was a very bold plant coming through from Stododo. More than enough money here for Koi to buy up again. If they lose this round, though, maybe... I mean, they only get $1,900 in the next, so... Could be a 5-7 scoreline on the cards.
It's T-side Nuke, their love in life. The rounds Sinners are winning as well are so ugly. They are anything but convincing.
I mean, they haven't won a gun round.
That's bad. Yeah, you're right. Pistol and 2 half-buys. That is not sustainable. Morisco, again, not having a great map. He's really struggling to find impact on this team. He might be in new positions, but yeah, they need to play with the cards they've been dealt at the moment. Well, we start poised for an inner pop. Here we go. Nades lined up. Entries in. Counter molly is very good. Disperses the T-side as they come in.
Wow.
Mopos finds a gap around this main smoke. He is so awkward to play against. So awkward. Bomb planted. Morisco. Perhaps you should just save this gun, bruv. He's trying to be a hero. And he has found 2 kills. Make it free. Okay. Morisco is here now.
They're taking their time. Morisco is also the one with the hit. Oscar, a glimpse of him would have been spotted, so WG has all the information in the world. He's now just going to try to play the time. Oscar doesn't have that time on his side. He has to force this kill, and it's going to be WG who will collect the kill. Morisco's efforts go in vain. It was a great triple kill, a valiant effort, but one that will not be remembered. Another gun round goes awry.
That's a tremendous step towards Pro League. Tremendous. Mopos does so much work to lurk around that main smoke. Davigi, of course, in the 1-on-2. It definitely could have been 5 rounds on their defense had they won that, Sinners. But now that looks so unlikely. The investment, I would say it's a disaster, but these have been their best rounds. These have been their best rounds. So maybe we should cut them some slack now that the rifles are gone.
Alright, well, that's a big kill because Morisco was the only defender between Movistar Koya and that B bomb side. Oscar's going to rotate down with the Alligator, but he's had a disastrous map so far. 4 kills to his name, and it looks like he's been mentally checked out of a few of the rounds as well. Around the corner, timing is awful for him, and that frag should be enough. Now Movistar Koya can get themselves set up in some really nice post-plant positions. There's no kit either. Some util will rain in, but it's a one-dimensional retake. Everybody coming through from ramp right now. Util will keep them at bay for even longer. Justin into the first line of defense here as well on the bomb side, and himself and Stododo will be able to mop up. That's another 9-3 half year for Koi, and they are just 4 rounds away from qualifying for Pro League. 4 rounds is all that separates Movistar Koi and ESL Pro League Season 20. It would be a massive feat for this team if they could qualify for that season of Pro League. And they're looking like they've pretty much got the job done. Can they put the finite point here on this map and with that the series?
Already scouting out their flights. They're in the basket, now just need to book them. And Oscar, who has not had a brilliant series, at least offers up some resistance here. Teammates streaming their way into ramp. Davey G, whereas anyone would fight, but they are tricky ones. And Oscar continues his onslaught. B bomb site claimed by that T side. Bomb seems to be planted. And needless to say, must win 3-on-2.
Are they saving? There's no way Movistar Koi are saving, right? Wait. Looks like Stododo is already accepted his fate in the round. WG's like, bro, come on, it's 9-3 in the pistol. Stododo's not even saving anything. He
I was gonna
doesn't have
say,
armor or util. Surely this is just like a cop-out decision, man. Like, why on earth would you not go for the 2v3 retake in this situation?
I don't know.
That's just silly. Seriously
Stat padding.
silly.
I
Yeah.
guess. I mean, you might as well stick around for an exit. I mean, even if you're not fully invested.
Yeah, good.
Play together.
Deserved.
Try and kill the
Well
rest.
done, Mikey. That makes me happy because Stododo could have lost his life out in the cause of trying to make the retake happen, but instead it was in the pursuit of an exit kill. Would you believe me, Alan? And you probably will because you've been watching the same game I have, but most people wouldn't believe me that Sinners have won 3 out of the 4 pistol rounds we played so far in this match.
Bulk of their rounds.
Yeah.
Scary part, pretty much.
They haven't converted one though, by the way.
Yeah. They just can't. There's so many. If you went through this series and you just looked at the stats, there's just so many untenable kind of disparities between these teams at the moment. And one of them, of course, is converting pistol rounds. Stododo, you cheeky boy.
Oh, it's happening
no,
again.
not
It's
like
happening
this.
again.
Just finds a pair of headshots. I can't take this. Not again.
Imagine how Sinners are feeling. B-Stick must be fuming, man.
There must be an absolute fiesta going down in the Movistar facility. They're loving it today. Every time they lose a round, they crack a beer one round after, it seems like, every single time.
Must win round here for Sinners. 3 versus 5. Mikey will find the drop on 1, and he actually turns back to take down Adam S. Okay, brings it back into an even numbers game just as quickly, though. Oh, Mikey's been tagged by that scout as well. Stododo continues to inflict damage. He'll be happy to see his name in the kill feed in the way of an assist. And now Mikey, it's going to have to be an ace clutch. A 1 versus 3 required. Time not on his side. The bomb is out in the open. Just has that covered. There is no way that Mikey can win this here for his team. Stododo, yeah, not going to be any more tags coming through from him, but Just will indeed finish it off. It's a quad kill out of the Portuguese player. And that is a massive round for Koi to win.
Every time they stumble, they immediately stand up again.
And every time Sinners succeed,
save their life.
Yeah, they fall down straight afterwards.
It's just untenable. Completely untenable. Just as a phenomenal round, but it's hard to see the sequence of events, it just seems destiny that Sinners are going to lose so many of these rounds. Their force bite is dreadful. Body armor, deagles. 2 smokes remaining. Got 1 minute 40 to go in this round. This year is over.
But is it Jova? Mopos outside, Morisco never expecting that. There might be a trade from Silo. That's exactly what Mike is looking for. He just turns into another frag here. Mopos collects. And it's just B-Stick left remaining, a bit of a gap in the door, but Jesus, mate, that's a pre-fire coming through from Mopos as he steps on the angle, dispatches off B-Stick, and that's your force buy done and dusted for Sinners. They're going to have to eco now. Surely they're going to save.
I think they'll force. I think they'll force it so far down.
I'd prefer the save, yeah. I'd call for the save, honestly. You need at least one gun round to try and make something happen. Not that the gun rounds have actually superseded their 4 spies in terms
That's
of their
what
success
I'm
rate.
saying. they should, even if they have the money, just half buy. That's the move at this point. Wow, yeah, Movistar. They're really putting out their boarding passes at this rate, aren't they? They are so close now. Full eco and one gun round is all that stands between them. Some decent kills out from Sinners. Got to give them some credit, but the only currency for that matters for them right now is round wins. The bomb will get planted and ensure a better investment in the following. But without a gun, what's happening for Shock? No, it doesn't. 12 for Movistar and 8 shots at Pro League.
Sinners have won 8 rounds in total this series, and they need to now win 8 in a row to force overtime. Impossible doesn't do it justice.
Not to mention something like quadruple their gun round wins to make it to overtime. Oh no. I'm happy that Mikey showed up in this map. Somebody's giving it a crack.
Yeah.
And he obviously isn't an established member of this team. We don't know about his future. At least he's showing that he's not happy to go down without a swing, without a punch.
Isn't that an indictment of Sinners' form, though? That the Mikey is the one who's top fragging in such an important map, such an important series right now.
It's just been a systemic collapse. Movistar are playing like a Pro League team. Sinners are not. Are not right now. They are not of that caliber. And Mopos has just been formidable. Totally formidable during this series.
Yeah. Looking like a player who's hungry to get back to Pro League, right? And play against some Tier 1, Tier 1.5 level opposition. 4 kills away now, Alan. A masterclass here from Movistar Koi. And they want to punctuate the series right here, right now.
Adam gets aggressive. That was on outer. Thought he had a gap, but he did not. Oscar, though, it's been a map of Oscar trying to exert himself, trying to take duels, and frankly, it hasn't worked whatsoever. Not common to see a player like that struggling to find efficiency, struggling to find effectiveness. But yet again, he's left his team in a desperate position. He's been brilliant. He's been absolutely brilliant. Shock peeks out. It's a good kill, but there's so many more players to deal with. Collects another, and he's planning for heaven. Maybe there is an opportunity here. Davey G. Wait, doesn't have his teammate. Finds Shock. B-stick. The only man that can save Sinners in this series.
Oh, does he want to give up his position by throwing the utility is the question. He's trying to line it up, going to underarm the molly. Stododo might just stick it. He doesn't have full health. Never mind, he can't afford to. There's no smoke here for these CZ players to extinguish the fire either. B-Stick looks to force the gunfight. It's not going to go his way. And Movistar Koi have done it. They have qualified for ESL Pro League Season 20 through the upper bracket. A flawless run in the playoffs will see their berth into the competition. And that is a huge result for them.
They've been flawless. Brilliant from start to finish. Individually, mechanically, team play. Across the board, a solid outfit. Perhaps not their toughest test here in playoffs, but certainly they proved it yesterday against